Welcome to Kaleidoscope. Let's talk. He was a chef who pursued a dream of starting his own business. Tony Bohoran opened the doors of Raffles Consolidated in 1999, and having started as a partnership with just one employee, 25 years later, he feeds over 100,000 people daily with a team of over 600 and has over 1,000 partnerships under his cloche. Given that he's a household name in food, I hopped on over to Raffles Kitchens to find out more from Tony. How did all this start and what was your inspiration?
25 years ago, I was an employee, and then one day I thought, okay, why I do for others rather than doing it for myself. So then I left my job and started Raffles. I just started with one guy, and now here we are after 25 years with having more than 600 employees with me.
Tony, what were your beginnings like? When did you realize you would like to do cooking?
Even my cookbook I have dedicated to my mom. She's a very good cook. So when she starts cooking in the morning and I go and watch, and I'm the first to taste and say, Mom, it is okay, it's good or bad or whatever, you know, my comments. I think that was there in me. I didn't realize it till late. And it so happened one day I saw an advertisement in the papers for hotel school, you know, calling for applications. So I went in, I applied for a front office operations course. Then I saw how the cooks were running around and doing their training part in the kitchen. So the next was in the kitchen training, and that is where it all blossomed, you know. So I even didn't know that I had these skills in me.
So in running Raffles for 25 years, what has been your biggest challenge?
Maintaining quality and standard is the biggest challenge. And for there you need people, you need trained people. I think I had an institute as well to train people. And to tell you the fact, you know, I don't have any qualified chefs working for me. All the chefs whom I have trained myself because I'm a qualified chef. So look after them, train them, and teach them, you know, the quality and the standards. They'll keep you going.
When did you know that this was going to succeed?
Well, I believe in people. They like the quality stuff, they like quality service, and which I was capable of. So I thought, why not give them the best and leave the rest for the success.
What do you think is your unique selling point when it comes to Raffles, looking at the other catering establishments?
Quality and service. That's all what people want. People are not more curious about the price, but it is the quality and the service which I believe.
So you started off with one employee, like you mentioned, you have 600 now. What is the defining characteristics of the people who work at Raffles?
I consider them as my family. I treat them as my brothers and sisters. I think that is what it is.
So you have your own Tony's cookbook, a collection of your own recipes. What's special in that book?
How it all happened was like, you know, my clients, especially the ladies, they keep calling me and asking for recipes. So I thought one day, okay, I will start collecting my recipes and then publish it someday. So it happened in 2018, and then I published it.
What's your favorite recipe in that?
Now, I can't say one, but a lot of people like my baked crab.
And if you were to look at your menu, what would you consider to be your most favorite?
The trend is in the world now is fusion food. So if you look at all my menus, you know the trend is fusion.
So Tan, your son is your CEO and executive director. How does it feel bringing the family into the business and working with family?
Even though he's my son, I consider him as an employee, and he's qualified in his accountancy. He got a master's in accountancy. So I thought good thing is my forte is cooking and his forte is accounts. So I thought maybe blend together and let him run the financial management part of it, and I look into the operations. So that is how it all started. And he's very fond of cooking as well. Sometimes he cooks better than me.
You usually accept outdoor catering events within 24 hours. Correct. And that's a very quick workaround time for any establishment. How do you do that?
When it comes to outdoor catering, we cater to the corporates. So corporates, you know, they don't have much time to, you know, decide on an event or hosting some friends or officials. So I have a capable team who's ready to take on anything, you know, at short notice.
100,000 meals a day. How does that work out in arithmetics? How do you do 100,000 meals a day?
We have different segments of catering, like we went to industrial catering, we went to banquet catering, we went to outdoor, plus we have cafes and restaurants. So all in all, I would say it comes to about 100,000 meals if you look at breakfast, lunch and dinner. We went to mass catering where we cater into factories. So that is where the numbers come in.
So what's the best part of your job for you?
When I come to office, best thing is I mingle with my staff. I get into the kitchen, you know, talk to the chef, sometimes work with them, and then meet the clients, talk to them, and make everyone feel at home, like, you know. So that's the atmosphere I have created here. Each and everyone like each other, like, you know, their family, their friends, you know, they laugh and they talk, you know. So that keeps us going.
What is your most memorable experience in these 25 years?
I'm not ashamed to tell you this, but you know, the beginning, when we started with just two guys, myself and another guy. We rented a van, I was the driver, I was the purchasing manager, I was the cook, and then in the evening I become the manager, go to the function, you know, deliver the goods, take care of the service. Once it's done, I drive back the guys back home, and it was challenging, but it was amazing.
Your menus, they're all handcrafted by you.
Yes.
How do you decide what goes on and what goes out?
Well, we look at the trend and we know what people like and don't like. We hear the comments of the guests. And then when they say this is good or this is not good, you know, so we review their comments and then accordingly we adjust our menus. And then every year we keep changing the menus.
What do you think about the F&B industry in Sri Lanka right now?
We have an issue where we cannot find trained, qualified people because it's due to the economic situation of the country. A lot of people are leaving, you know. That is where the biggest challenge is.
What are your dreams for the future of Raffles?
Well, after 25 years, I'm happy to say that, you know, I'm planning to go public very soon, and we will announce our IPO in time to come. So let the public also have a share of Raffles.
So good luck, Tony.
Thank you,
for the
Savithri.
next 25 and more.
Thank you very much.
Did you know that Kaleidoscope is on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram and LinkedIn? Don't forget to subscribe, follow and like us for more.